Hi there, beautiful people. I trust you're all doing well. So welcome back to another blind reaction. I'm here with a comedy video. This is by an American comedian, that is JP Sears. The video is from his channel, Awaken with JP. It's dark humor on this topic here, which is why guns must be banned now. So come with me. Let's get into it and hear what it's like, and hoping we get some laughter. So welcome. I feel like it's a sensitive topic, so let's see how it goes with dark humor.
So what do you think about what's going on? Well, in response to the mass shooting, just as the media is directing me to, I'd like to jump to the conclusion that we should ban all guns before I have a chance to think about how that only affects law-abiding citizens while doing nothing to address the underlying cause of mental illness and evil behind mass shootings. Yeah, I think we should ban guns too. Yes, it would make a lot of sense to have people with guns take our guns. But sometimes I think, whoa, wait a minute there, extremists. Just hear
To have people with guns take our guns, huh? I'm
me out.
loving it.
Sometimes I think if they want to outlaw guns in order to prevent murder, why don't they just outlaw murder? They already have. And the criminals still break the law? They do. Then are we sure the criminals that break the law would be willing to just obey a new law about guns? I think we're supposed to just think so. I mean, I can only assume that someone who's willing to murder another person would probably have a moral compass that says, hey, killing a person is great and all, but possessing an object I'm not supposed to, that's just crossing a line. Not gonna do it. Makes sense when we look at it through the lens of that very limited, unlikely perspective. Sure does. Instead of waiting for the leftists who politicize the tragic loss of life to convince the media, to convince the masses, to convince the government to confiscate our guns, maybe we should just voluntarily turn in our guns. Yes, and maybe we should turn in all our food and private property rights too, just to be safe. I'm pretty sure that's already in process. You know, one alternative theory to what the media is telling us— Whoa, hold it right there, extremist! Good point. But just stay with me for a second on this one. One theory is that power-hungry authoritarians use PSYOP programs like MKUltra to program mentally unstable people to do mass shootings so the authoritarians can then politicize them and justify to the public why guns are being taken. And then they have total tyrannical control over citizens who cannot defend themselves against them. Okay, Mr. Tinfoil Hat. Now, PSYOPs and MKUltra might be proven programs that the government has used, but they're just conspiracy theories. You think so? Yeah, I think calling those realities conspiracy theories, as they're subjects that I do not understand, is a viable way of engaging in intellectual discourse about them so that I don't have to do any research beyond the current level of knowledge that I already have. I'd also like to discount those realities as conspiracy theories because it's just easier than starting the journey of learning about what I don't currently know about. And by being unwilling to learn about anything new, that's how we grow more certain of ourselves. Hey, what's your favorite conspiracy theory? Calculus. I don't know anything about it, and I feel completely unwilling to learn. What about you? The clitoris is my favorite conspiracy theory. I've never found one, and I have no ambition to learn where they actually exist at. Well, in addition to claiming they don't exist, I speculate that one day they'll find them on pregnant men somewhere. But do you know what doesn't sit well with me? I don't know, like the stone cold hard reality of XY chromosomes and XX chromosomes? Also a conspiracy theory, so no. But it's just that if authoritarians with guns keep telling us that guns are so bad, why do they need guns? I mean, probably just so they can use them. True, but—
Good question. So it's more of disarming the common citizen and using the law to your advantage. Okay. How are you finding the video so far? I'm loving the humor. Let's continue.
Why do they need guns? I mean, probably just so they can use them. True, but have you ever heard of history? I don't read books, I just burn them. Thank you for your censorship. But I accidentally learned about history once, and when I did, I learned that only tyrannical regimes disarm their populations. And when they do, those governments inflict terrible control, violence, and killing onto their now disarmed populations. For example, in 1911, Turkey established gun control. And then from 1915 to 1917, 1.5 million Armenians now unable to defend themselves, were rounded up and exterminated. And in 1929, the Soviet Union established gun control. Then from 1929 to 1953, 20 million people, unable to defend themselves, were rounded up and exterminated. What do you mean, exterminated? Murdered. Oh, well, those are just two examples. And China established gun control in 1935. Then from 1948 to 1952, 20 million political dissidents, unable to defend themselves, were rounded up and killed. Oh, and the people in China still exist under a brutal regime today. Oh, wait a minute. Germany also established gun control in 1938. And then from 1939 to 1945, 13 million Jews and others who were unable to defend themselves were rounded up and exterminated. Huh. I wonder if Hitler purposely disarmed the population so he could tyrannically take over and kill all people opposed to him. It's probably just a coincidence. But also Cambodia established gun control in 1956. Then from 1975 to 1977, 1 million educated people were rounded up and killed because they were unable to defend themselves. Is my shirt on straight? Yep, good. And Guatemala established gun control in 1964. Then from 1964 to 1981, 100,000 Mayan Indians unable to defend themselves were rounded up and exterminated. Oh, and it's probably not significant, but Uganda established gun control in 1970. Then from 1971 to 1979, 300,000 Christians unable to defend themselves were rounded up and exterminated. 56 million people.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know that about Uganda. Ah, okay. It had something to do with gun control. I didn't think so. I thought it was, what is this called? It was the Mataya. I think that's the Mataya period. Let me take it back. Let me know in the comment section because that's new.
Unable to defend themselves were rounded up and exterminated. 56 million people rounded up and exterminated in the 20th century because of gun control? Yeah, apparently. But that could never happen here. Yeah, that's what all those people throughout history said. But it couldn't ever really happen here. They said that too. But seriously, I mean, that couldn't ever really happen here. Oh. Well, when you put it like that, I'm convinced. Yeah, and besides, the authoritarians that want to ban guns in our country are saying it's for our protection. I can only assume that in all those authoritarian regimes that you mentioned that did all the killing, that they had a different, honest message for their populations about why they were being disarmed.
Okay.
You think? Yeah, it was probably something like, hey, we're gonna take all your guns so that we can control every aspect of your life and easily kill those of you who don't comply. No, it says here all those regimes also had a we're banning guns for your protection type of messaging too. Don't be a conspirament theorist. Another good point. Then that means this history book must be inaccurate, because it reveals a pattern that's currently unfolding in this country that's uncomfortable to think about. Exactly. That's totally false. We should 100% turn in all our guns, like ban them all. Yeah, I feel the coercion to agree with you. But do you think an even better idea could be that if the authoritarians with guns turn in their guns first, and then we, the people, turn in our guns? No, it just feels easier to trust the people that we know lie to us on a consistent basis. Just imagine how much better off we'll be without the only constitutional right that allows us to protect ourselves. Yeah, and if history has taught us anything, which it hasn't, it's that banning guns will work out much differently this time. Yep. Can't wait. Hey, if you're not a beta male and you love freedom, including the Second Amendment, check out my freedom line of merch to help you spread the freedom vibes, only at awakenwithjp.com. Hi, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Cacao Bliss, made by Earth Echo Foods. And I like Cacao Bliss because it doesn't suck and I think it's really good for me. And I want to tell you about it. If you like to sabotage your health so you feel like garbage, Cacao Bliss is not going to be for you. Why is that, JP? Well, that's a good question. In spite of tasting absolutely delicious, because Cacao Bliss is made with 100% raw organic cacao, Cacao Bliss is very supportive to health. It's loaded with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory ingredients. Now, normally things of that nature taste like monkey urine mixed with lemon juice, but not Cacao Bliss. In addition to being loaded with raw organic cacao, Cacao Bliss is also loaded with MCT oil, turmeric, lucuma, and 4 superfoods. If you have natural values like me, then you appreciate something that tastes amazing while being amazing for you. That is not monkey urine. Cacao Bliss has become a staple in my kitchen. I'm always adding it to my smoothies, coffee, mixed with plain hot water, or with nut milk. If you want to add deliciousness and nutritiousness to your life, grab your Cacao Bliss at earthechofoods.com/JP Sears. And be sure to use the discount code JP to get 15% off. Enjoy.
Okay. Never tried that. We don't have that here, so I don't know. First, I thought it was a protein shake, kinda. So anyway, back to today's episode. Why guns must be banned now? That was quite an interesting conversation. I love the humor. I love the creativity behind the video, and yeah, interesting. That can never happen here. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts on gun control in the comment section. It's a topic that I've heard of, but over here it's not a thing. Like, we don't have, like, the guns are not easily accessible, yeah, compared to America. So let me know in the comment section of your thoughts. But generally, I love how he created the topic and managed to have the humor in it, the dark humor. Yeah, so interesting. We always think that things will not happen to us until they do. So yeah, that's it for today. So thank you for watching. See you in the comment section and in the next one. Today's video is brought to us by Joshua. So Josh, thank you so much for this. And in case you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more. Turn your notification bell on, and to support this channel, kindly check the description below for details. And for now, I'm out. So peace out and bye.